Everyone wants to be happy, whatever that means, because really there is no straightforward definition of what being happy is. When someone asks us if we're happy, what exactly is being asked? Or when someone asks you, what do you say? Is happiness the same thing as contentment? How long does happiness last? What's more important, happiness or meaning? Should we strive to have it all? Can we have it all? Paulo Coelho wrote in The Alchemist that if you can concentrate always on the present, you will be a happy man. Helen Keller said that a happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships. And then there is Jane Austen, who wrote, "A large income is the best recipe for happiness I ever heard of." So, which one is it? And how about you? What do you say? Okay, I realize it's perhaps not that deep for most people. Perhaps it's as simple as we either feel happy or we don't. Why complicate it? Well, that's no fun. So I decided to take a deeper look at happiness. And what better than to turn to the one person who seems to have gotten it all figured out. Matthieu Ricard, the happiest person in the world, or at least so he's been labeled by the media. And although he thinks it's an overstatement, he does consider himself to be generally happy. He received the title Happiest Person in the World after he participated in a research project that showed that during meditation, Ricard's brain showed large capacity for happiness and a reduced propensity towards negativity, which hadn't been documented before in scientific literature. Now, overstatement or not, being known as the happiest person alive is quite fascinating. How exactly does one become so happy? Well, Ricard himself has said that anyone can be the happiest person in the world if they look for happiness in the right place. The problem is that we tend not to. And that right place seems to be meditation. Now, meditation isn't exactly new to me. I have practiced a few hours and I've managed to keep it pretty consistent during certain periods of time. But I am still very much a beginner and there is so much more to explore and learn in the world of meditation. But I've never tried the kind of meditation that Ricard speaks of, known as loving kindness meditation, which is when you dedicate the meditation to focusing benevolent and loving energy towards yourself and others. And according to him, by sitting and cultivating compassion, our minds will change, our brain will change, and what we are will change, all by dedicating a few minutes a day, every day. He also talks about spending a few minutes thinking happy thoughts every morning. He said that the feeling of love and happiness are often fleeting because once they occur, we are quick to move on to the next thought. So rather than doing that, one should concentrate on not letting your mind get distracted and keep focused on the positive emotions for an extended period of time. Now, is altruistic love and compassion really the foundations of true happiness? I decided to try it out for a week, at least to start with. I was going to start with 10 minutes of happy thoughts in the morning, followed by 20 minutes of loving kindness meditation. So a total of 30 minutes a day. For the first 2 days, I decided to just sit in the quiet with a little bit of background music on. I started with 10 minutes of happy thoughts, which, to be honest, made me feel a little bit silly for some reason. As for the remaining 20 minutes, I just tried guiding my own thoughts and focusing on sending love and compassion to myself and to other people, both people that I know and people that I don't know. And it definitely felt a little strange just sitting for 20 minutes and wishing people well with no distractions, but it also felt really good. On the third day, I found a guided meditation by Ricard himself online and decided to follow that, which in hindsight, I would definitely recommend if you're just starting out to find guided meditations, because I find it to be both easier and more enjoyable. And for the remainder of the week, I tried different guided meditations that I found online, just to try to figure out what seemed to be most effective and enjoyable for me personally. Now, I didn't go into this week thinking that I was going to come out on the other end feeling like a much happier version of myself. I don't even know what that means or what that would look like. But I went into this with an open mind, curious to how I would feel being in that state of mind of devoting 20 minutes straight every day, wishing love and compassion upon others and upon myself. And quite frankly, it did feel really good. Okay, so to conclude, my week hasn't really felt any different from any other week. The one thing that I would say is that I've really enjoyed dedicating those 30 minutes in the morning, as it has brought me a sense of calm and peace and lightness almost. During those 30 minutes, any stress or problems that I've dealt with has suddenly felt much smaller. However, those positive emotions didn't really last for very long once I was done with the 30 minutes. Now, those 30 minutes were not flawless by any means. Of course, I would feel distracted sometimes. I would get bored or feel like I wanted to do something else, something more productive, which is normal when you're starting out meditating, because just sitting in silence isn't exactly the norm for most people. I mean, how many of you take your phone with you into the bathroom because you just can't stand the boredom of just sitting there and doing your thing in peace and silence? Yeah, me too. All right, would I recommend you giving loving kindness meditation a try? Yes. Would I recommend meditation overall? Absolutely. I'm probably not going to continue doing the happy thoughts every morning just because I would like to dedicate fully to the loving kindness meditation for at least another month or two. I'm really curious as to what the long-term effects could be for me. So I will keep you updated on Instagram. And that was it for this video. Now, I would love to hear from you all. Have you meditated? Are you meditating? Are you planning to? What has been your experience? Please share in the comment section. Let's chat. Let's keep a dialogue. Now, if you enjoy this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of my videos, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified whenever I upload. And join us on the other social media platforms that you are on. I also just started a subreddit for our community, which I am really excited about. And join the book club if you haven't already. We are reading The Alchemist in December and January, and the book discussion will be on Patreon as usual. And that was all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the comment section.